Hey everyone, welcome back. You know we love diving deep into horror, and we've got a fresh one for you today.
Definitely.
Sunrise came out this year, and I thought it'd be fun to take a closer look.
Yeah, sounds good.
I mean, on the surface, it's your classic vampire flick, but there's always more going on under the surface.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Always something interesting to uncover.
Exactly. We're going to be using the Wikipedia synopsis to guide us on this one, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, no worries.
Yeah, no spoilers here.
But yeah, let's just jump right in. Sunrise 2024, vampires, let's do this.
All right, let's get into it.
So first things first, this is the horror movie, right? Came out, what was it, January? January 19th, 2024.
Yep.
Directed by Andrew Baird.
That's right.
Written by Ronan Blaney.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that kind of struck me right away was the runtime.
Yeah.
93 minutes.
Oh, interesting.
Which, for a horror movie, feels kind of...
Yeah, on the shorter side for sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
Especially these days.
Yeah, like lean and mean.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What do you think that says about the kind of horror experience they're going for?
Well, it makes me think they're probably focusing on a very specific type of tension and atmosphere.
Interesting.
Like, maybe less about jump scares, more about that, like, creeping dread that just sort of seeps in.
Oh, I like that creeping dread.
Yeah, gets under your skin.
Yeah.
And that can be really effective with a shorter runtime because you're just kind of relentlessly building that tension.
Right, right. No time to waste.
Exactly. Get right to it.
I like that.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Now, this movie is set in the Pacific Northwest.
Beautiful part of the world.
Oh, absolutely. Forests, mountains, very atmospheric.
Perfect for a horror setting, right?
Oh, yeah. Isolated, creepy.
Exactly.
But get this. They filmed it in Belfast.
Wait, really?
Right.
In Northern Ireland?
Northern Ireland.
Huh. That's not what I would have pictured.
I know. It's so interesting, right?
It is. It makes you wonder what they're going for with that.
Yeah. What do you think that means for the visual style of the film?
Well, Belfast has a very distinct look, right? It's got that kind of historic, almost gothic feel.
Yeah.
Stone buildings, cobblestone streets, kind of a timeless quality.
Right, right.
And that could really lend itself to a vampire story, especially if they're going for a more European-inspired vampire.
Oh, interesting. Like that classic old world vampire vibe.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe we're not talking about your, sparkly Twilight vampires here.
Definitely not sparkling.
No, no sparkling.
Okay, so we've got this really interesting setting.
Definitely, a unique blend.
Yeah, like Pacific Northwest meets Gothic Europe.
Mm-hmm, unexpected.
And then, on top of that, you've got this cast, which is a real mix.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
So you've got Guy Pearce.
Big name.
Big name. Known for some really intense roles.
Definitely.
And then you've got some newer faces like Alex Pettyfer.
Okay, yeah.
Crystal Yu, William Gao.
Interesting.
What do you think that mix brings to the table?
I think it could create some really compelling dynamics. You've got someone like Pierce who's got that weight, that experience, that intensity.
Right, right.
And then you've got these younger actors who are bringing their own energy, their own perspective.
Right, and maybe even playing with the idea of, different generations facing this vampire threat.
Oh, absolutely. Like old ways versus new ways, different approaches to dealing with this ancient evil.
Exactly. And all of that playing out against the backdrop of this small, isolated town.
Yeah, that's where the real horror lies, right? In how people react under pressure.
Oh, for sure. The human element is always key.
Who cracks, who steps up, who makes it out alive? Those are the questions.
And speaking of questions, the synopsis is pretty vague about the vampire itself.
Really? Like no details.
It basically just says the town is being terrorized by a vampire.
Interesting.
Do you think that's intentional?
I think it could be, yeah. Like they want to keep the audience guessing, let our imaginations run wild.
Right, right. Fill in the blanks with our own fears.
Exactly. And sometimes what you don't see can be way scarier than what you do see.
Or absolutely. Our brains can conjure up some truly terrifying stuff.
No doubt.
So if you had to pitch Sunrise to someone, what would you say?
I'd say it's a vampire movie that's more about atmosphere and dread than jump scares.
Okay, yeah.
It's got this unique blend of setting and casting, and it really leaves you to fill in the gaps with your own imagination.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a slow burn, but it stays with you.
Sounds like a perfect movie for a dark and stormy night.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's Sunrise, folks. A 2024 vampire flick with a lot more going on than meets the eye.
Definitely lots to unpack.
Now, we want to hear from you. What kind of vampire do you picture terrorizing this town? What unique elements do you think this movie brings to the genre? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we're dying to hear your thoughts.
Until next time, stay spooky.
See ya!